Hello everyone, it's Baking Tips by Gigi Cakes Event. You're welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever there's a new upload here. That's it. Anyone, today's video, I want to show you how I make those pillars on this beautiful cake you're seeing here. It's so interesting making this, and I hope you enjoy watching this video, and please let us know what you think about this video. It's quite easy. And guess what I use is what you just have at home for bakers. Don't throw this away. It will come handy for your cakes. Sit right back and enjoy this video. All right, here, that's what I use. So I had some cones, those ice cream cones. You can choose to use some styrofoam or make any cutout from cartons or anything to get the towers. Then what I actually use is this four pillars is from my paper towels. Yes, the left, the stand that hold your paper towels. That's just it. So I pierce in two hole up down to the inches of the cake I'm gonna do. That's the holes you saw there. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use those holes in the course of this video. So what I do, I roll out the fondant, smoothing it hard, and cut it to the size of my pillars. As you can see what I'm doing, I just cut it to the equal part of my pillars that I'm going to use. Make sure it's all level here, and it's going to cover it. When rolling it into the pillars, you're sure it's going to cover it up. Now when I saw it's okay to my size, make sure I just flatten any excess out, take them out. Then I go with my glue. That's an edible glue. You can edible glue. What I normally do with my sugar glue, especially, I use my fondant, put in a little water and just steam it for like 30 seconds. There you have your sugar glue. So that one I'm using like a yellow fondant. That's why you can see the glue is quite yellowish, but it's okay, you can use. So I just stick it to the fondant I already rolled out. Then I add some the pillars to it, roll it into it to the size exactly of the pillars that I want to do. If I look at it's quite some, we're having some excess, I take it out and make sure it's just to the size of what I want, and I pinch the both sides to it. As you can see what I'm doing, to just smoothing it out to what I actually wanted. And there my pillar is already rolled with the fondant glue. So now, yes, the skewers, those holes you saw in the pillars, the skewers, is actually going to help me to support my cakes. That's why I actually create those holes. So when I'm attaching the pillars to the cake, instead of the pillars standing a little shaking for transportation, especially, that's why I'm doing this. So actually, I always do this to help my pillars to stick to my cake and not to fall out. You will see how it's done quite later, but it's really necessary you do this. But if you don't do this, there's other way. I'll show you other way to do it. Now I'm going to go for the towards. So I'm using a pink fondant. I'm going to use some impression cutter to just cut some patterns out of this pink fondant. That's what I'm going to use to cover up those towards the cone, those ice cream cones. I'm going to use these patterns to just cover it up to give it a design. So I'm going to feel that I'm going to use that on the top of the pillars. So you just sit and look what I'm actually doing here. I got the edible glue again, rub it in on this ice cream cone. You can use a styrofoam like I said earlier on, whichever one you want to use. So now I wanted to do it upside down, but look, no, it's not going to be nice. So it's better I do it this way. It's going to be, so I just do it like a spiral way. Just use these patterns to make a spiral around the cones. So whichever pattern you know is suitable for you, provided just seal it up to give it some beautiful looks. Actually, that's what I did here. So as you can see, just using that, just roll it out. It's quite easy. Make create some fun while doing this. Quite really interesting doing this anyway. So while you're at it, make sure you use your hand to support anywhere, because of the cone, it can tend to want to fall out because it's not really strong enough. It's like a biscuit, it can melt easily. So you have to be fast about it. So then you can leave it to dry out later. So that's what I actually did here. So I use my hand to seal up every part that I know is falling out and it's not really quite covered enough. Just take your time and do this. So like I said, even though if you can't go around the spiral pattern, you can just make sure it's somehow a little spiral. Just be going round. When you got to the stand that's giving you stress, you just fill it up to a kind of a spiral pattern. Look at what I did here. That was the end. That's just it. So what I did for the those flying flags, cut out just a square shape. Then I use a small knife to just give an inlet layer like this arrow, The first one I did, I felt is quite thin, so I went back to get another one quite thicker. You understand? Yeah, like so. So I'm gonna put this just at the top of the cone. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's just it. That's just it. So now what I'm gonna do, because if I want to attach this to the pillars, it's not going to sit pretty for me. So I wrote out just a round white fondant. So it's gonna just help me as a support. Yeah, look at what I'm gonna do. Just put it at the top of the pillar to hold, so that it can enable me to hold my towels there. So after placing it, I just cut out any excess knots to overlap to just spoil the beauty of the towels there. So I got my Edigo glue again, add it then. That's it. So I add the towel to it. Yeah, we have it. So what I do for the final look, I got some like a mold and just use roll a thin sausage and get that mold design and put it at the end of that pillar. So that found that we actually used to cover the pillar to support the tower doesn't show. So I just use that mold design to just do that to give it another fitting. Cake is all about creativity, designs, and all that. So just create something unique. So I use that as a guide to actually cover the base of the tower. So it's going to help again to to firm the tower, not to shift out, because it's not a styrofoam that we have a support already that is quite big. This one is like a paper towers. Yeah. So there you have it. This is all pink, but at the beginning you saw it was a purple and a pink towers, because later my client said, "Oh well, I want a touch of a purple." So voila, yes, the touch of the purple. You have it. So I decided to paint that purple to it, and that's the cake. Isn't this beautiful? I'm sure you love this video. Please, if you love this video, please leave us a beautiful comment, give us a thumbs up, and tell us what you love to see on our next video. We'll try to create something amazing for you guys. And once more, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, it's Baking Tips by GG Cakes event. I'll see you on our next video.